Double digits?
Episode 10.
Welcome
to the Dear Love and Lust podcast. This is episode 10. Cut the check. I am your host, Jumaine Maine Event Brown, alongside Shay. Oh, I was about to say.
That's all right.
Bklyn, Shay.
Okay.
Shavina, Richardson.
Hello. What up?
What is the Dear Love and Lust podcast? Dear Love and Lust shares perspectives from both a man, male, moi, and a woman, she, in response to submitted anonymous questions regarding love, sex, and relationships. There will also be various topics discussed as well. So, how we feeling?
We feeling pretty good about life. You know, we give that disclaimer that we are not experts, but we are just two people that have been through some shit. Okay?
True story.
Absolutely. So, you know, we loving how this going. So we on episode 10? The
Yes.
double digits right now?
Yes, 10.
That's what I'm talking about. It just came too fast.
We working.
We are. We putting in that work.
We gonna keep working till it's all done.
Absolutely. So, Maine, tell me a little bit about who you be.
I am Jumaine Maine Event Brown. Promoter, photographer, now DJ, single dad, overall decent gentleman.
Okay.
Got a lot of creative things going on. I also have a day job, teacher's assistant in the Albany School District. I like juice.
Absolutely. Good juice. Pineapples.
Pineapples. And yeah, I'm just me. If you want to learn more about me, you can simply go to maineventlive.com.
Okay. That's what
or my
talking
Facebook
about.
page or any social media at maineventlive. What? Let me slow down. At Maine, add the E, event live.
There you go.
Everywhere. At Maine Event Live. Don't forget the E at the end of that Maine.
Anyway, he's Googleable. Okay, I tried it.
Actually, I am. That it tricked me out when I realized that I actually am.
He is Googleable, and so am I. Bklyn Shay, holla at your girl. All right, spoken word poet, mother, single. You know, that whole 9 yards. You know, just here for it all, trying to do some good stuff. Social worker by trade. Creativity. Again, I just love to create, and humanitarian at heart. So, love to give back, love to help people. You know, living is everything. Life is, and my, main thingamajig. Do unto others as you want done unto you. Those type of things. Basically. Simple.
All right, we're going to jump right
Let's
into
jump right
it.
on in. Cut the check. Let's go.
Cut the check.
So.
First question.
Ooh, looks like it's for me.
Hey, y'all. My question is for Shay, since she's the queen of the house. Do today's women care more about being loved or being financially taken care of? Mr. Pay Your Pick. What do you think, Bklyn Shay? What is your take on that question?
Bklyn Shay believes that, again, she's not an expert, but she believes that it's 50-50. That's a 50-50 question right there, meaning that both, half and half. And I would say he wants to know which one more than the other for the most part. I would say more so the love, because most women nowadays are financially sound and are out here in a boss mode and are doing their thing. So it's not really the financial piece that's needed. It's the love piece that is needed. And I will say that because for me personally, I do not need a man to take care of me. I had to cheers to that. You know, I'm financially sound and doing very well for myself and my children. And I don't need someone to come in and, save me. But there's always
no
a way.
Captain Saver, Shay.
Right. But there's always a way to build with me, and I think most women nowadays want someone to, hopefully they think this way, because this is the way I think. I want someone to build with, to grow with, to, be that boss couple type of thing. You know what I mean? And I'm seeking more so of
everybody wants the J to their Beyonce.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, so we grow together. Someone who can teach me instead of me being a person that's teaching them or building up. That it goes both ways. That,
Even
thing.
Offset got a Cardi.
Exactly. So it's it goes more so for me about the love aspect. I would say that's going to be a little bit more than a financial piece of it, because yes, you need to come to the table with something, but for most women, if you don't have a good woman, will be okay with that, as long as they know the end goal is that you're really trying to do something for yourself. Only people who are materialistic and really gold diggers are just into this culture of you got to have something. You know what I'm saying?
Give,
exactly.
Take.
Those would be the women that are probably not really for you. They're temporary, because when shit hit the fan, we all know, especially for me working with the homeless and stuff, it can happen at any time for any given one of us. Any moment. So you want somebody who is a true rider, who definitely going to be down for you when you up as well as when you down. So
you know what's funny? People think that, there's these millionaires, even these athletes that have all this money, or appear to have all this money, that, they'll be all right. But in essence, there are millionaires in more dangers of homelessness like that than there is regular folks.
True.
Sometimes being a millionaire is very lonely, because you don't know who to trust.
Exactly.
Sometimes your closest people end up being your enemies, and your enemies end up being the ones you need to keep close.
Yeah, it's real, on that whole aspect of what he's talking about, and what you're talking about. But being financially, taken care of, nah. I wouldn't say so much that's where the vibe is at nowadays and stuff like that.
In my humble opinion,
what about for you?
It is definitely a 50-50 swing, and it depends on the woman. It appears more trendy and more social media based that the financial is the most important.
Yeah.
But again, you got to remember the type of person that's on social media.
Right. Exactly.
There are women that have never logged on to Facebook, maybe Twitter, or anything, that have no idea of that social media aspect. They can buy their own Birkin bag.
Exactly.
Like that. They have built a life and legacy for themselves, but they're by themselves.
Correct.
They may not necessarily be unhappy, but, part of humanity in itself is being able to grow and reproduce and have a actual companion to do that.
Yeah, and you can't tell me that they're not lonely. I mean, as busy as I am, I have lonely moments. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when I don't even know why you look at it appears that I'm never alone, okay? Because there's always people around me, man, but don't play with me. I still, you gave me that look like,
I didn't do anything.
Girl, bye. Okay, yes, I do have lonely moments, because at times, people assume that I'm with someone, I'm cuffed up, I'm this, I'm that, and I'm not. Like, when I have my me time, it's because I chose to take that me time for myself. But again, I want to be romance. We talked about that the last episode. Whatever. I don't know what that means. But, you do have lonely moments, because you're so busy building your brand, your business, your this, your that. When you take the time to stop, you're like, oh, shit. It's me by myself.
You mean that time when that 12 inches of snow hit the ground and you got a shovel on your own?
No, because I had my daughters. They were there, okay? So it wasn't those moments. And then because of that, I went and got myself a snowblower. But those are not the moments for me. The moments for me are like the holidays or my birthday or, those things. You know what I'm saying? Not even Valentine's Day, because that's a gimmick. You know what I'm saying? But
Valentine's Day is a gimmick? Is this a woman saying that Valentine's Day is a gimmick?
Yes, it is.
Wow.
You need to shower me with roses every damn day. I want to smell them while I'm here, okay? I don't care about no chocolate or nothing like that, but I like roses, and I want to see and smell roses while I'm alive. I don't want people to come to my funeral and be throwing roses at me or having this big-ass thing full of roses. For what? You ain't give them to me when I was alive. Give me my roses now while I can smell them. If I'm telling you I like roses,
give Bklyn
I want
Shay
my
her
roses. Okay, that's it. I will never get tired of roses. So my thing is just that. So those moments, where people are not, I don't have somebody who's going out and doing stuff, special things for me or whatever, because I like to gift people and I like to do special things for other people.
So you just want to be a little pampered every once in a while. Little attention given to you. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Get surprised and feel like, oh.
Right. Like somebody cares. No, genuinely care. Not somebody who's just trying to get some damn brownie points. You understand what I'm saying? Because I could tell the difference, all right?
By brownie points, she means ass.
That would be true. Because like I said, you must like, if you like energy and you like a good time with good energy, good vibes, that's great. Okay? Because that's about as far as we're going. All right? So, all of that being said, get into what his question was. I'm trying to tell you, Mr. Pay Your Pick, just it's a 50-50 world that we living in regards to this particular topic, all right? Financially, if a woman could take care of herself, she just wants love.
At the end of the day, boss, Mr. Pay Your Pick, you just got to pay attention where you're giving your energy and focus to.
Correct.
If you're on social media scrolling through the IG model girls,
that ain't it.
The Busted Challenge girls,
that ain't it.
That energy is a little bit different than somebody you might happen to come across in the grocery store or Starbucks or workplace or wherever.
I'll tell you, that's right. Get somebody that could put their J's and their heels on at the same time. Exactly. That's how we working it.
So, hopefully that answered your question. If not, oh well. We'll have comments.
We definitely, please hit us with the comments and stuff like that. I do hope that answered your question, though. Maine or passive and stuff like that. I hope that answered your question on that one. All right. So we get to the next one.
Here's the thing. I mean, it's literally just traditional values versus, modern values.
Truly.
Traditional values, the woman did not have to work. Right. And in order for a family to approve the marriage of that woman to you as a man, you had to be able to be stable and provide for her.
Yeah.
So off the rip,
right?
If that's not even your flow right now,
what are you doing? I'm just gonna dive a little deeper since we staying on topic. Okay, since we staying on topic, Mr. Pay Your Pick. All right, it goes deeper than love because love is not enough. All right, so I'm just saying that, and I say that to say this: you can love me and not respect me. You can love me and not be loyal. You can love me and not. Listen to me.
But I understand.
You understand where I'm going with it, okay? Because there's a difference between loving somebody and being in love with them. If you're in love with me, you will respect me.
Because on the flip side, put it this way, they say unconditional love means you're going to love that man even if he cheat on you.
That's what they say. That's what they say. And the people listen to me.
I'm listening.
Human beings in general are fallible. So at this particular point in my life, being a divorcee, right? Okay. I get it.
Divorcee.
You know what I'm saying? I truly get it. So it's like, I'm not dumbfounded by the fact that people make mistakes. Okay. Your mistakes should not be transcended into this will never be fixed or never work or anything like that. But at this particular point in my life, whoever is going to be my husband, they need to know if they were to be unfaithful to me. You see my eyes? If you gonna be unfaithful, if they was going to be unfaithful to me,
the flutter.
You better call somebody to get you, because let me tell you something.
It's gonna be
some shit,
and furniture moving, and
it's gonna be a whole process because you did not come into my life to disrupt my peace, and I don't need nobody thinking that they got one up on me. That's it, because that's what nowadays these women think, that when they sleeping with somebody's husband, that they got one up on them.
Actually, today scrolling through, I think it was Instagram, there was a clip of paternity court. This dude was married. He was having a baby by another woman, and then another woman on a separate episode that they kind of like mashed it together.
A triangle. He had a triangle.
No, it wasn't even really. He was just a serial cheater.
But how many women did he have pregnant? That's what I'm saying. So
all of them were pregnant with his kids.
2 or 3.
All 3 of them.
3. That was a triangle.
And then I stopped watching it when they were on, like, I guess the second clip when the other woman was taking him to court for paternity. And she was like, we're engaged now, so he wants me type thing. And the witness was his current wife, that he cheated on.
Oh my goodness.
And the other complainant was by his side, was another girl that he had the paternity test against when he was with his wife on the last episode.
Wow. And
as soon as she says that, we're engaged and we're in love, both the other chicks like, oh, you stupid like we are.
Right.
He ain't in love with you. He gonna do the same thing. Like, you are not the number one. Matter of fact, I'm still married to him. He texts me how much he loved me. He's at my house, and it's like they're all capped up. The judge is like, order.
You need order for that, because it's just like, come on now.
And dude's just sitting there with a smile on his face, like.
Right, which goes, oh my gosh, listen to me. On the vibration, we was talking about Jasmine Sullivan's song and stuff like that. Track number 5. You got to listen to track number 5. That's what we're going to tell y'all. Listen to track number 5, and then we'll talk about this particular piece right here about this pregnancy and all this other type of stuff, because it appears that it's the D that's keeping somebody there. Basically. Okay.
But they all looked at, they didn't look over 30. So anyway. their life understanding is a little bit lightweight. But we gotta move on.
Yeah, we gotta move on. We digress. Okay, we're gonna move on from that. Thank you, Mr. Pay Your Pick, for that question. The Queen, I hope, answered you to that degree. All right, let's go on to the next. All right, this is from Mrs. Checks and Balances. I was talking with this guy, and we were debating about finances and marriage. He says that the finances should be 50-50. There we go with 50-50 again. I said the man, as the breadwinner, should take care of the wife and the family. Traditional values, as Maine says. He said that's old school and played out.
Modern values.
What do you guys think? How should the money work in marriages, Maine?
Oh, you want me to start off?
I want you to start off with that one.
It all depends on who you with and what family you're involved in, because essentially what could happen is the man takes care of everything, as far as like basic rent, car payment and stuff like that, and the woman just takes care of the house and stacks her money, and then y'all can make investments or decisions based on her money. You know what I mean? If the man's money.
Hello, my name is Shavina Richardson. And how might you be? That is the best damn answer I've heard. Okay? That is the best damn answer I've heard.
It all depends on what his base salary is and what her base salary is.
Right.
In other words, it can go the other way around.
Right.
You know what I mean? Whoever has enough to cover the bills initially, cover the bills.
Take the majority.
Whoever has the most money to save, save and invest.
I'm all about investment.
But, that's me at 42.
Right. So, going to.
Now, modern values and ideas would be like.
Split.
It's hard to tell because, you got some women that I'm not paying for nothing. If he can't pay my bills, if he can't do this, I don't need to be with him.
I haven't seen that. I mean, I probably.
Because you're a woman.
Oh.
You're not going out on dates with these women. You're not being
I'm not subjected to this part. Okay,
right.
Okay, I got you.
So as a woman,
okay,
you're more likely to either say I can take care of myself, or you can you make sure you know how to take care of us.
Right. Okay.
Or in more modern terms, me, because modern times just has a more selfish vibe to it. When you look at it on the surface.
They do. Because people have been more, to me, they just are more cocky about their movements in their life. Like, they like, oh, I don't need that for this, that, and the third. He ain't doing too much. I could go and I could do this and I could do that. Yes, and you will be by yourself, okay? Because at the end of the day, going back to this question, Mrs. Checks and Balances, and understanding family values and stuff like that, it's traditions, it's culture, it's everything ties into it. How you was brought up, how you was raised is normally how you're going to look at certain things. And that's what Maine and I was talking about how we was brought up. Like, I was brought up, where, the man did take care of the majority of the stuff, but the women participated in the ways that they participated. So if you saying that he coming at you and he's like, oh, that's old school and it's played out, then y'all have to meet somewhere in the middle That makes sense. That's what it sounds like to me. In order to even manage money, because you need to have a budget, you need to go through your debts, because I'm quite sure you have debt. There's nobody on this face of this earth that don't have debt as of right now. You know what I'm saying? So,
and I think
there's good debt and there's bad debt. You know what I'm saying?
It also depends on what your goals are.
Yeah, it do.
If you really don't care about having a home and you just want to rent all your life,
right?
Which, in my opinion, there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
Don't let people shame you into doing stuff that you really don't want to do. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, you just have to have an understanding of what your personal goals, his goals, and those goals brought together.
That's what I'm saying. They got to meet in the middle. You got to come together on some accord one way or another and just establish, okay, are y'all speaking the same language? Because if you end up not speaking the same language with somebody, then that normally means that, maybe you want to revisit something and say, this is not going to work because it's not for me. People fall into these problems once they get married to somebody and they don't know, number one, what their financial status is. Y'all need to have that conversation when you start really vibing with the person and it's getting deeper. You need to have that conversation because, hello, that person, when you marry them, you obtain their debt if you do not know that, okay? So it's like now you working to...
It's a business contract.
It is.
That's why you got to file with the state.
Yeah. So it's like, so now you got to figure this out. If they got kids, you taking on them kids, okay? Especially if they paying child support. So it's like they're going by 17% of both of y'all income, okay? So it's not just the one person no more. So all of this stuff
might
matters.
be a discussion for another episode, another topic, but there are people that have had the marriage ceremony, but the state will not recognize them as being married because they didn't go file. And they did that on purpose for whatever reason.
Right. You know what the reasoning was. Stop playing, because our people are the most structural people. Creative. They know what they not going to do because you ain't taking my check, okay? And the woman be the first one to tell you, that ain't my baby and I ain't lay down with her. She ain't going to be getting half of my money. I ain't taking care of nobody's kids. But you let him put that semen up in you. Same thing.
Well.
Okay. Won't he say it? On to you. The next one. Are we moving on? Are we good with that?
Yeah, we
Mr.
good
Checks
with
and
that.
Balances. I hope that we answered your question. Mrs. Sorry. Going for it.
Yeah, it was Mrs. Checks and
Okay.
Balances.
Gotcha.
All right, next question.
Here we go. Turn it up.
What's the difference between a prostitute and a woman asking you to pay her bills, fly her on a trip somewhere, or take her shopping before a man can have sex with her? Asking for myself, Miss Trixie. Oh, sounds like she likes to get flued out.
Miss Trixie, you
and ain't
funny.
Nothing happening unless you flew her out somewhere or bought her a Birkin bag or something.
Well, the difference, I would say, between a prostitute and the person who's doing this is that you ain't got no damn pimp, okay? Because the pimp is normally coming off with some of your money if you're a prostitute.
Do all prostitutes really have pimps, though?
Most of them really do. They really do.
Are you speaking from experience? Nah.
No, I'm speaking from experience from the women that I work with. Yes.
Oh,
and
see, yeah.
the women that I work with, and they, have disclosed to me some stuff. In the modern days and times, no, they do. The ones that are online, they do not have a pimp or anything like that. But if they
what do you mean online? Are you talking like webcam models, OnlyFans?
Webcam, OnlyFans, the people who are choosing to just do
would
this
they
stuff
be considered
sidebar,
prostitutes? Too?
Yes, they are. If they selling sex. If you're selling sex, then that's what you are. You consider to be a prostitute. And they're doing it in this particular type of way for whatever reason. And I'm going to call them visual prostitutes. Because they visually, that's how they getting their rocks and their payments, stuff like that. But the ones that have been in the game for a minute, that are prostitutes and that have pimps, they normally have them so that they can protect them and to make sure that they going around the right clientele. So they set up. They are not going out there setting up these appointments and stuff like that. They have someone or a woman, because they consider that a high class escort business. Okay, when a woman is doing it and she's the boss of the ladies. I know a few female pimps. Exactly. So
and none of these stable is broke.
Correct.
At all.
No. So what I'm saying is, I wasn't far fetching what I'm saying. saying. That would, to me, would be the difference.
She be doing stuff where it's like, yo, it's $10K just to have them escort you to an event so you can look good with some arm candy.
Wow. Say less. I did ask the question before. Who are these people? Let me look in the
She had
camera.
a wave.
Who are you?
I think she live in Atlanta right now, but she could have moved to Vegas because that's where it's really actually legal. Vegas is one of the few places where prostitution is legal. I have not been there yet, but I've been told many stories.
Wow. Oh,
And,
you told me about
I
the
used to
card
watch
one.
the Bunny Ranch when I was younger on HBO.
Wow.
I might
things
bleep
from
that
different
because I'm not
folks.
plugging no
Don't plug
episodes,
nothing.
no stations without no check.
Right.
Because this is Cut the Check, episode 10.
It is definitely. So, but she's talking about paying bills. Fly me out, do this, that, and the third. I'm sorry, if somebody want the pool tang and they want to do what they got to do for you and stuff like that, hello, they absolutely should fly you out and do whatever is needed. For real.
Some dudes might call me a simp because, you know, I'm a little bit more of a gentleman than others. The way I look at it, that woman is the treasure chest. She possesses all that is desired by most men. Okay. That are straight or borderline bisexual. I guess bisexual men are still interested in women.
Yeah, they are.
So you're in control of what is required in order for that treasure box to be opened and consumed.
Correct. I would agree with that.
So whatever your standard of this is what you have to do in order for me to, that's on you.
Yeah.
And the only reason why prostitution and all these other different things is brought into place, morality, one.
Right.
Paternal society rules, others. Right. But here's the thing. It's the oldest profession in the world.
Yes, it is.
Before there were actual jobs and careers,
it exists.
Somebody had to do something for some poop
I'm trying to tell you, it exists. And my whole thing is that I don't like the shaming of it. I don't like when people try to do that. And mainly, it's a sore spot for me because I do work with the people that have been out there doing some stuff like that. And
Adam
it's their
didn't
survival.
eat that apple for no reason.
Hello. And it's the survival thing. And if this is what they're out there doing to make that bread that ends meet, trust me, or, you know, whatever. They got caught up in the streets and that's just how they surviving. You don't judge nobody. I don't believe in that. So my whole thing is that the difference between that is the fact that somebody has somebody that's orchestrating who they're going to lay down, where you making a choice as the woman, Miss Trixie, to go and tell these men that you did in order to fuck with you, this is what you need. Okay, you need a trip, you need a shopping spree, you need this, that, and the third. You seem to be the boss and the controlling your own thing. So if you asking for yourself, that would be the difference. Enough said. Man, like,
Trixie,
okay,
Miss Trixie,
let's talk.
I get it. I got an empty cup, but it's fine. Miss Trixie, I get it. You like to be flued out. You like to be treated nice.
Right. Ain't nothing
and
wrong
nobody's
with that.
getting in between your thighs.
Yes, unless
without sharing some of their pies.
Right. So, hey, that's your call, babes. Do you be safe? Definitely be safe, for sure.
Condoms do work.
Yeah, they do.
99 point whatever 1% of the time. So
yeah. All right.
You know what I mean?
Here we go. All right.
You got the next one?
Got the next one. All right. How much should an average wedding cost? I'm saying before the pandemic and during or after. What do you think the cost will be? Mr. Father of the Bride. Go ahead, Daddy. Daddy, like, listen, tell me what this should be. Because somebody trying to get you for more than what it's supposed to be, baby. And I know that's right. I know since the pandemic, though, for people that's been getting married, they saying that it's way cheaper because they don't have to invite a lot of people. That's for sure. So they done cut the cost up.
You know where the cost really comes in? Mostly the food.
Yeah. Yeah. And
plates
now that
be
they
like
only got
$100 per person. You got 100 people in your wedding.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's $100,000.
Correct.
Well, am I math right? 100 people.
Yeah. If you saying you doing the math, but you know we don't hurt us now, y'all, because we are not mathematicians over here. All right. But it's not about that. It's about the point of overall. Daddy wants to know what is the difference and what's the cost of it. An average wedding. You gonna go into it, or you want me to go into it?
You can go into it. You can go into it.
Hold tight, Daddy.
But at the end of the day, what I think you're dealing with is you're dealing with a dude You know, he might have been a street dude in his younger days. Now he's trying to do the right thing. He's a real father, support his kids, you know, wants to do whatever. He wants to take care of stuff. But
we're going to assume you're in New York.
At
upstate.
the same time.
You ready for the average cost?
Go ahead.
The average cost of a wedding, according to Google, all right, in New York. So it depends on where you at. If you upstate, let's do upstate. Go back here. It was $65,000, sir.
Whoo!
$65,000.
$5,000 was going to me either as a photographer or a DJ.
That is your average cost of a wedding. And now in these days with COVID, the average cost of a wedding is between $25,000 and $30,000. So that makes sense. Totally, because you're cutting it by half for the most part.
So your budget should be at least starting around $30,000, boss.
Yes.
I get it. I understand. You know, you work hard for your money. You don't want to have to give that away, even if it is your daughter and you love her to death. Because he did say bride's father.
Yeah,
right?
he said, "Yep, Mr. Father of the bride."
What you can do to offset that is that man better have some dowry for you.
Listen. Speak it. You better be coming with something.
You know, but that's old school traditional value talk. You know what I mean? Understand
it, father of the bride. So that's where you at right now. So typically before the pandemic, 65,000. All right. After, currently, right now, we're working with 25 to 30,000. Period. All right.
You're paying for the food. You're paying for the venue. You're paying for the photographer. You're paying for the pastor, officiant.
The DJ.
You're paying for the DJ or the live band, but you really can't do a live band in the pandemic. So guess what? You're hiring me to DJ at MaineEventLive.com.
There you go.
Holla at me.
Holla. Absolutely.
Or photography.
Yeah.
You're paying for dresses.
Yeah.
Suits, tuxedos,
everything,
hotel room accommodations for people that are there.
Correct, Amundo.
That may need to stay overnight. Sometimes you don't have to do that. Maybe people are wise enough to actually pay for the hotel room.
True story. Licensing for the liquor license in case the person. Normally, if you caterers, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's real. That's average, and that's about right. So hopefully,
are you doing open bar, cash bar?
Yeah, definitely. But you coming out your pocket, Daddy. Okay? So, Mr. Father, the bride, we hope that it works out for you.
Well, my question is, do you like their relationship? Do you believe it's going to last? Oh, my God. Are you just trusting Daddy? I mean, your daughter.
Maine!
Well, I'm just saying.
It doesn't matter what you think
as
a daddy.
Because you're joining families.
You are joining families, but I'm sorry. If they at this particular point, Daddy already said, yes, it's okay.
Listen, my daughter knows. If she doesn't know, I will remind her on a daily basis.
She is the prize.
Home no dude that ain't gonna. The family blend gotta work. That's part of the reason I'm single too. You know what I mean? I can't be dealing with somebody whose family is like over on Cali somewhere while I'm so New York. You know what I mean? True.
Vibe. That's a vibe. I got it. I got you. Yeah, that is a vibe. But
I don't eat ham hocks and chitlins.
Well. See,
but I do eat oxtail and chicken.
Mame just keep on digging deeper and deeper.
This
is why we would never be together, because he be talking about my family and shit. Like
I didn't talk about.
He be talking about my family on the low, and I know he be
it.
talking about my family on the low. We got crackheads. We got people in there that just doing a little bit extra. Okay, all right. I don't need all that energy.
I can deal with some crackheads.
We don't need all that energy.
I can deal with some crackheads if they trying to get help. You know what I mean?
They ain't trying to get no damn help. They've been doing it for eternity. Okay. So anyway.
If they functional and they don't steal nothing. Yo.
And we from the South. My mom's family.
There's a lot of millionaire
like
functional crackheads.
They like chitlins and gizzards and pig feet and fat bat. And
I'm not.
I don't eat it, but that don't matter to me.
Pork.
I don't do the pork.
Dude. You know what I mean? You're not going to have me over your house Thanksgiving talking about. What do you mean you don't eat that? What's wrong with my food? You're not gonna have them pointing no fingers at me.
I don't know. You know they be pointing, all right. But that's neither here nor there. All right, we
Shay, what you bring home? He too good to eat some chitlins?
They would stop. They wouldn't even let you come in the door.
Fine cuisine.
They be like, okay.
I done squeezed all the shit out. It should be good. Can't even smell it. It was stinking like hell when I was here earlier. Oh my God. If you was here, Lord, you would thought I done boo-booed on myself all day.
Nope, they got Southern hospitality. They got class. You know what I mean? They're a little bougie, but they good. They good people. They good people. I know we joking. Really yes, he does not know my family. I'm sorry. Because we gotta keep Maine options open for his wonderfulness. Okay. So there we go. All right. On to the topics. We starting with Shay. Shay gets to do the topic first, or did you want to do the prenup? How you want to do it?
You can do it first.
Okay.
Your topic's important.
My topic is I don't know if y'all been in the news, but
she got the Her Temple monologue card up.
Yes, I do. Because we are at 123 Sheridan Avenue, H.E.R.
Plug.
All right. Yes, we are. But anyway, let's get to this topic.
Go ahead.
So my question to you, Maine, and to our listeners is this. Why do people care so much about Steve Harvey's daughter, Lori Harvey, and her wonderfulness of the minute she done ran through?
So I'm going to start with this. You know what's hilarious? That is not his biological daughter.
Exactly. But go for it.
One. Mm-hmm. Second, her mother is notoriously known for her connection to some interesting males. Some that had to do with some interesting time in some interesting facilities. Mm-hmm. And so forth. Beautiful woman, sweetheart of a person.
Okay.
But like any person, you know, her 20s are not the same as her 40s and 50s.
Absolutely. Skeletons.
So I am judged in no way.
Pandora's box.
Steve Harvey does have some influence on her because obviously she took on his last name.
Okay.
And this is just based on when I'm reading blogs. So sometimes, you know, blogs may not be accurate.
Okay.
So if I'm wrong, forgive me.
Okay.
However, Lori's in her 20s. She can do what the hell she wants to do.
Come on now.
And a lot of people get all their information
right
from these blogs and these social media posts and assume, like for me, until I hear it from her, that she's in a relationship with somebody, which I guess
she's in a relationship with Michael B. Jordan.
They currently announced this publicly on social media.
And woohoo!
All right, boom.
Where's it at?
Everybody else, you know, it's hearsay, in my opinion.
Hold on now.
You know what I mean?
Let me show you.
As a party promoter, you know how many women I done took pictures with in my 15 years of doing events and promotions?
Correct, Mundo. But he just brought her. She turned 24. And it appears that they got a little buzz going on. Her 24th birthday, and she posted, "Thank you, baby."
Well,
on IG about her wonderful flowers.
That particular situation is a mutual situation that is being talked about by both.
It is by both. And
I believe that is the actual real relationships. Those other things were just hanging out with somebody that she thought was
absolutely
cute. Vice versa.
This is them together. So I just passed Maine the most recent IG, information of Michael B. and his beautiful Harvey.
See, now that's a relationship, but she has tied. Like somebody said, she was
tied to Future.
Diddy.
They tied it to Diddy, to Future. His son Justin.
Here's the thing. This is how I know.
Tell me the other
like when you look at they tying Lori Harvey to Future. That's not real because she ain't have his baby.
No, she did not. But they had them in a pool together.
I don't know about you, but Future, he don't believe in condoms. The amount of children that he has with the amount of different
they were trying to
women
say at one point in time that she was pregnant by him, and then they went on this that she was seeing some other Olympic guy or whatever, but it doesn't even matter. Social media,
not her.
But did you hear what I said? What was my question and topics? My question was why? Why are people so moved by who she's run through? That was my question.
You know
Answer that question, man. You all the way over here.
Okay, so talking to Mike so they can hear your question.
They heard my question. You just didn't answer it. I
just
asked you the
like
question.
An echo. But anyway,
asked you, whatever. Ooh, man went there.
See, she got a little bit more than juice in her cup. That's why she's feisty today.
I had juice.
Anyway,
go ahead. Go for it. Why do you think they care?
Because their lives are miserable. anytime you're giving that much energy to somebody else besides your own,
snap.
9 times out of 10 is because you don't like how your life is going.
That would be
so
right.
You use that for your entertainment and personal distraction from the garbage that you got to deal with on a daily basis.
Okay. That's
Lori
right.
Harvey is universally considered a beautiful, attractive, young, amazing young lady who also has a little bit of cheese.
Yeah.
A little cheddar, a little bit of money in her bank account.
Right.
That she didn't necessarily have to work for because she was born under some
right.
wealthy folks or
right.
people with a little bit of bread in their
right.
ovens.
Absolutely.
Whether it's, her actual biological daddy or her stepdaddy, who is a very traditional value type of dude who will do anything, at least at this point in his life, to take care of the women he cares about.
Absolutely. So that's all. So they just care because they have no lives. We get it. Okay.
I still remember, like, when I heard Meek Mill rap about it in his album a couple of years ago, that Champions, I was like, who the hell is Lori Harvey?
Right.
And then to find out, she's barely just got into her 20s, I'm like, y'all really going crazy over this girl?
Yeah, they are.
You know what it is?
Yeah, they are.
LA social life.
Okay.
And I'm not talking about the clubs.
I'm talking
about after hours in the hills.
Yeah.
Where you got to be invited to somebody's house. These mansion parties that still been popping off, which is probably why COVID is so high in that district and area of the
They still be going.
states.
But we making it work. All right. So, I mean, that's pretty much it. So I just wanted to know, that was my topic. That was what I was, that's been boiling around and stuff like that. Maine charging me with, paying attention to this social media stuff now. So now I be trying to get it, but, that was what I wanted to know. That's it. You up next.
All right. So the other topic we want to discuss, don't drop none.
I ain't gonna drop none. I was trying to look over here to see if they put me in a group.
It's about 5:00.
Yeah, I know.
Bklyn Shay over here
I'm
multitasking.
Keep going. I'm listening.
But here's my question, was based on a few different posts. We'll start with like Dr. Dre and his situation with his ex-wife or soon-to-be ex-wife, alimony.
Okay.
We mentioned Future. Future definitely has some headlines about his paternity suits and child support.
Right.
What do you think is a fair amount for child support in alimony? Because you have some people, you know what I mean, that are thousandaires.
Yeah.
Who say I can only pay $1,000 at most a month for child support, and even that might be a lot for some people.
Right.
And then you have, these very rich celebrities that, their asking price starts in 6 figures.
All right. So
now I do understand lifestyle.
Yeah, the rich
do have a few things to do with it, but at the same time, I'm talking about basic needs for a child.
Okay. So basic needs
or
for a child.
Or alimony or an ex-wife.
All right.
That has the ability to actually still work on her own. I'm going to shut up now.
That sounds real personal. So let me tell you, let's get to the personal part of it, just in general. I did not receive, nor did I ask for alimony or spousal support from my ex-husband. All I wanted was the ability to change my last name like Tina Turner, okay? And I got that. And for the kids, I wanted child support to go into a fund for them for college, and that's what I asked for. Neither here nor there. Didn't want none more from him. Knowing that I could have got his pension, I could have got all the other stuff. Then I wanted just peace, serenity, goodbye, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I do believe because I did that, that's where my blessings have come from, okay?
Yep.
Now, when we get into prenups, currently right now, in my state of mind of a person who is seeking her husband, my husband will be signing a prenup. And that comes from
Shay got a little bit of change.
Right. And what I'm saying, he will be doing that, okay? And I believe that that's to safeguard the things that I've truly, genuinely worked very, very hard for. Has nothing to do with the point that I don't trust him and I don't think that he's gonna take me through the ringer. I have 3 young adults that deserve to have whatever they need to have, and I want to make sure that that is secure for them, which it will be allocated appropriately. But if we get married, just know that you ain't gonna be left empty-handed. That's it. But the prenup, that matters to me, because the stuff should be left to them, not anybody that's coming into my life after I've worked so hard for that. Okay, so on average, what people should be obtaining, I truly do not believe, now this is my thought process, if you did not work for it, you do not deserve to continue to have half of someone's earnings if you're not working for it. That's my thought process.
You wasn't with me when I was shooting in the gym.
Listen to me. I truly, truly believe that whatever lifestyle that person had, okay, is no longer their lifestyle if they are choosing to separate ties or they've done something to hinder. Now, where I believe...
Question.
Yes.
So, if the woman is seeking a divorce, do you think she has the right to claim or seek alimony and stuff like that?
It depends.
If the man is still trying to stay together. If
he is still trying to stay together and he's been faithful and they just having, irreconcilable differences or whatever the case may be, whatever it is that the reason that she wants this divorce, I do not believe that she deserves to get half or anything. I don't believe that. That's my thought process, okay? Because you're choosing to walk away from that situation. Now, from a man, if they was under this umbrella that they're together for life, he cheated, he was dishonest, she was home taking care of the kids, taking their house, she had this lifestyle that he provided for her, that is when I believe that should come into play. So I believe that it's situational.
It is.
Definitely.
That would be the main point.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
A woman who doesn't have to work and has been taken care of by her husband for at least 10 years.
Right.
They can get whatever the hell
they
deserve
want,
it. Especially if they have had children.
Yes. Completely.
And have held down the fort.
Right.
And then that man, either cheated or did some dirt or abused.
True.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
Things that come into play.
That's it.
But I do find it interesting, the different levels of support. I think, and some aspects, not all, but I think one idea should be, a certain percentage, 20-25% of the income.
Yeah.
That might make sense.
Definitely.
Bare minimum, even for child support.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I have primary care of my daughter.
Okay.
Right? In essence, I could ask for child support from the mother.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have to because we both do what we do.
Right.
You know what I mean? And,
that's called co-parenting.
Right.
And you do it well. So there you go.
So, if I can't do something, fortunately, she might be able to do something.
Okay.
You know what I mean? There's one income in my household.
Mm-hmm.
Her household, a little bit more.
Gotcha. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I do what I do, for the most part.
Wow.
Never really had to pay for childcare. Shout out to grandma, my mother.
All right. Shout out to the
who
mom.
loves her granddaughter because she's always wanted a daughter. My mother had me and my brother, so 2 boys.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There you go. That's what's up.
I still, shower her with gifts and little hand to hands.
Oh, I love
when I
that.
can.
Yeah, that's what's up.
You know what I mean? My mother hasn't had to work since I was in high school.
Wow, that's impressive. That's impressive.
She's been good.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my mother is very conservative. She's not very materialistic. She doesn't. Mm-hmm. She's not into these fashions. She don't care about no Birkin bags. She don't care about nothing.
Right.
Just peace.
Mm-hmm. See.
Her focus and energy is on. Am I getting to heaven?
Hello.
That's hers.
Yeah. That's what's up.
So.
That's beautiful though. That's what's up. Oh, Maine ended on a nice note. That was good. That was good. I like that. That was beautiful. All right. Shout out to your mom. Shout out to all moms, okay? Let's give some credit where credit is due.
Well, what do y'all think? When the video's posted, I need y'all to put it in the comments or hit the Facebook page, facebook.com/dearloveandless.
Child support, alimony. Let us know what you think about that.
You can always leave a comment on the page on your own. You don't have to wait for us to post if you got questions or whatever. You know what I mean? You can email at dearloveandlust@gmail.com if you have anonymous questions that you want answered.
Absolutely.
MaineEventLive.com/dearloveandlust is where you can watch all 10 episodes.
That's what we saying.
So far.
That's what we saying. It sound like Maine concluding episode 10, y'all. That's what it sound like. He's concluding episode 10.
We trying to.
Dear Love and Lust.
You're going to finish it off.
I'm going to finish it off.
Because you know why? You got to do your thing.
I got to do my thing. Listen, we just want you to make sure that you follow Dish Maine right here. Maine Event Live on all social media platforms. Make sure y'all get that merch. Make sure you do what he just got finished saying, which is send those wonderful emails, those questions in regards to what? Love.
Dear Love and Lust.
No. The love, the lust, the sex. You know, these are the things. These are the questions that we want to know.
Love, sex, and relationship.
Come on, all those type of things. Okay, we want all of that at dearloveandlust@gmail.com. Okay. So when you do that, then you get a chance to chime on in, see all the other little shows and stuff like that, the episodes, and then some. All right.
And if you need some musical vibes, you can always click over to another channel and just watch the Throwback Thursday live stream mixes, archives,
and notice Maine new little, what you got? Calling a logo? What are we calling it?
Oh yeah, there's a little updated
logo that's on there. I'll be paying attention. Okay. And we got the t-shirts, we got the merch, we got all that type of stuff. Bklyn Shay, you can follow me on all social media platforms, on IG, on Facebook, those type of things. Her Temple Monologues.
You peep that new year, new me. That me has a double meaning.
Listen.
You know, me as in myself, and then me as in Maine Event.
Ooh,
the bars.
Did you drop those bars on there and try to get the lyricist? He's making it happen on so many levels.
I'm a ghostwriter on the level.
Yes. We thank you so much for Dear Love and Lust and coming up with this whole wonderfulness, this concept and everything like that. And that would conclude episode 10. And we would like to thank y'all so much. Woo! Peace.
It's a wrap. Peace.
Thank you.